The 2026 F1 season looms on the horizon, promising a seismic shift in the sport. But for Ferrari, the road to redemption is already fraught with challenges. The iconic team, struggling with the underwhelming SF25, has yet to secure a victory in any long-form race this year. Yet, amidst this turbulent season, hope glimmers in their ambitious plans for a revolutionary power unit tailored to the dramatic 2026 regulation changes. Adding to the intrigue, Wolff-Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, now finds himself in the scarlet overalls of Ferrari, guided by an unlikely ally Toto Wolff. Although no longer the head of Mercedes, Wolff has become a vocal supporter of Hamilton during his adaptation to the team's culture and struggles. The pairing of these two titans in the midst of Ferrari's turmoil sets the stage for what could become one of the most dramatic chapters in F1 history. With 2026 as the ultimate proving ground, Ferrari's 2023 campaign has been a story of unfulfilled potential, marred by the glaring inadequacies of the SF25. A car once touted as promising has instead revealed persistent flaws in balance, traction, and overall efficiency, leaving the team's engineers scrambling for answers. The characteristics of the SF25 have made it a difficult machine to tame, often robbing drivers of the precision and predictability needed to compete at the sharp end of the grid. While mid-season updates, including a revised floor and suspension enhancements, have provided marginal gains, they have fallen short of delivering the transformative results demanded by Ferrari's illustrious legacy. Wolff-Hamilton himself candidly remarked that these changes are not enough, a sentiment echoed across the paddock. The inability to address these persistent issues has forced Ferrari to look beyond short-term solutions, effectively doubling down on their bold 2026 vision. For the Scuderia, this season of technical setbacks is not just a struggle, but a reminder of the monumental task that lies ahead, crafting a power unit capable of meeting the revolutionary demands of the new regulations. It is against this backdrop of adversity that Ferrari is advancing toward its 2026 project, determined to reclaim its place as a dominant force in Formula One. At the heart of Ferrari's 2026 strategy lies an ambitious undertaking: the creation of a next-generation power unit designed to thrive under the revolutionary new regulations. These forthcoming changes will demand a radical shift in engine development, with a mandate to significantly reduce reliance on fossil fuels while amplifying the role of electric power. Central to this transition is the enhanced energy recovery system ERS, a critical component that will account for a larger proportion of a car's total performance. For Ferrari, this marks the opportunity to turn the tide after years of comparative underachievement in the hybrid era. The team is reportedly devoting massive resources to the development of this new unit, aiming to achieve a balance of power, efficiency, and reliability that has consistently eluded them in recent seasons. Engineers in Maranello are tasked with not only meeting the technical demands of the regulations, but also ensuring that Ferrari can compete head-to-head with the likes of Red Bull and Mercedes, who have historically dominated innovation cycles. Failure is not an option for a team with Ferrari's legacy. Success with their 2026 power unit is seen as a linchpin in their pursuit of championship glory. With the engine freeze in place until the end of 2025, Ferrari's ability to prepare an engine capable of delivering peak performance from day one in 2026 will be critical. The stakes have rarely been higher, as this project represents both the technical and symbolic recovery of Ferrari's status at the pinnacle of Formula One. Despite stepping down from his leadership role at Mercedes, Toto Wolff remains a prominent figure in Formula One, lending his expertise and vocal support to Wolff-Hamilton during the Britain's challenging transition to Ferrari. Wolff's presence has been particularly significant as Hamilton navigates the steep learning curve of adapting to the SF25's peculiarities and Ferrari's distinct team culture. Addressing critics who question Hamilton's inability to lead Ferrari to immediate success, Wolff has publicly emphasized the need for patience, pointing out that acclimating to a new machine and environment is a process that cannot be rushed, even for a driver of Hamilton's caliber. Wolff is confident that Hamilton's deep reservoir of talent and resilience will enable a resurgence in the latter half of the season as the seven-time champion grows more attuned to the car's nuances. Beyond his verbal endorsements, Wolff's hands-on involvement behind the scenes continues to influence Ferrari's trajectory. Though his official ties to the Scuderia remain informal, Wolff's strategic insights and staunch backing of Hamilton serve as a stabilizing force within the MIV team during this tumultuous period. His ability to maintain a laser-sharp focus on long-term objectives while managing short-term challenges was a hallmark of his tenure at Mercedes, and those same attributes are proving invaluable at Ferrari. Hamilton, too, appears buoyed by Wolff's belief in his abilities, fostering a partnership that may yet unlock the potential of both driver and team. Together, their combined experience and determination form a critical foundation for Ferrari's enduring quest for greatness. The 2026 regulations bring a profound transformation to Formula One's technological landscape, marking a decisive shift in how power units are designed and operated. Central to this evolution is the new energy recovery system, ERS, which will play an even more pivotal role in bridging the gap between traditional internal combustion engines and electric power. While the combustion engine will still contribute a significant portion of the car's performance, its reliance on fossil fuels will be drastically reduced, aligning with the sport's sustainability goals. The ERS, on the other hand, will deliver increased output, effectively turning Formula One cars into hybrid machines that lean further into electric power than ever before. For engineers, this means recalibrating the synergy between engine power and energy storage, pushing the limits of efficiency without compromising on the outright performance expected at the pinnacle of MOTOR SPORT. Complicating the development process is the current engine freeze, which locks all manufacturers into their existing power unit designs until the end of the 2025 season. This freeze restricts major innovation or redesigns during this period, forcing teams like Ferrari to focus extensively on theoretical modeling, simulation, and bench testing to perfect their 2026 units before real-world implementation. The challenge is immense. Not only must Ferrari's engineers harness cutting-edge technology to ensure the ARE is capable of operating seamlessly under the new rules, but they must also avoid the pitfalls of underdevelopment or reliability issues when the regulations officially take effect. This preparatory phase is vital, as the margin for error is virtually non-existent in a field as competitive and unforgiving as Formula One. The convergence of Ferrari's 2026 power unit ambitions with the esteemed legacies of Lewis Hamilton and Toto Wolff evokes parallels to some of Formula One's most defining moments. For Hamilton, this scenario echoes his seismic move to Mercedes in 2013, a decision that, at the time, was met with skepticism, but ultimately redefined the sport's competitive dynamics with unprecedented dominance in the hybrid era. Much like Mercedes' pioneering efforts with the power unit regulations in 2014, Ferrari's current trajectory hinges on leveraging innovation to achieve a transformative leap. Similarly, Wolff's role as a behind-the-scenes architect mirrors his crucial influence in shaping Mercedes into a powerhouse. His familiarity with navigating regulatory upheavals and extracting competitive advantage could provide Ferrari with vital strategic insights. Historically, technical regulation overhauls have marked shifting eras in F1 dominance. Whether it was the turbocharged revolution of the 1980s or the transition to hybrid engines in the 2010s, teams that mastered the regulations early often established enduring supremacy. Ferrari's mission to craft a groundbreaking engine and ARES system represents their bid to reclaim such mastery. For a team whose heritage is steeped in engineering brilliance, from the V12s of the Schumacher era to its battles in the V8 landscape, the 2026 project symbolizes more than technical evolution. It embodies Ferrari's intent to restore its identity as Formula One's gold standard. Yet, the question remains, will this project, like those past successes, catapult the Scuderia back to the top, or merely serve as another chapter of lessons learned? The journey toward 2026 presents a make-or-break moment for Ferrari, for Lewis, Hamilton, and even for Toto Wolff's enduring legacy in Formula One. For Ferrari, this is no ordinary development cycle. It's a battle for survival in the elite ranks of motorsport, a chance to reclaim its status after years of inconsistency and missed opportunities. The Scuderia's ability to craft a competitive power unit will not only determine its success under the revolutionary regulations, but also shape its identity as the team that embodies excellence and innovation. For Hamilton, the stakes are just as high. At 41 by the time 2026 rolls around, securing an 8th world title at Ferrari will be a final, majestic exclamation point on an already record-breaking career, silencing any doubts about his choice to leave Mercedes. And for Wolff, his subtle but significant role in laying the groundwork for this potential revival offers the opportunity to showcase his vision beyond Mercedes' walls. Can Ferrari truly deliver on its bold promises? Will Hamilton's Ferrari gamble rewrite his legacy, or will it be remembered as a daring pursuit that fell short? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation about this electrifying chapter in F1's history.